Question about the slant asymptote and the hole. Okay, so it was a really good question, and we need to take a look at it, but I really can't explain it through an email, so I'm just going to make this kind of quick for you here. But let me give you an example. So I'm going to go ahead and put in something like this. Actually, let me go back up to the top. There we go. Okay, so here's an example of a hole, because you have the x plus 2, right, canceling out, and you have an x minus 1 on the bottom. All right, so if you look at this here, it looks like we just have a regular line. All right, but if I kind of zoom in and I look at 2, see if I can get a point there. And let's see, I need to go to -2. Right about there. There's an undefined right there at -2. Okay, because there's a hole there, right? But it looks just like a regular line. You would never know it. And the way Desmos draws lines, even if you zoom in on it, you're never going to see that hole. All right, just the way that it does the actual drawing of the line. So in this case, this is not a slant asymptote. It is the result of the graph. Okay, so it's not a slant asymptote. But let's take a look at one then that kind of does have a slant asymptote and a hole. So again, I'm going to put that hole right there. I'm actually going to change this to, there we go. Okay, let's see. And parentheses x plus 1. There we go. So this one has a slant asymptote and a hole. So if we look at -2, let's see if we can. It's going to be kind of hard to do. Here we go. So if we look at -2, okay, right at -2, I got to come over down this way a little bit, and undefined, okay. So right at -2 is undefined, so there's a hole there. The x plus 2's cancel out, all right. But this also has a slant asymptote and a vertical asymptote. So this one has a hole and a slant and a vertical, whereas the one up here, all right, doesn't have a slant asymptote. It's just a result of the graph. So your question is yes, but you have to be careful in looking at these graphs and saying, well, the first one, the red one, had a hole, but it didn't have a slant asymptote, okay? Now, these are pretty complicated rationals, and I don't really think we're going to spend any time talking about that kind of thing, so that would be more probably what we would do in pre-calculus or something, but because we come back and look at them again in that class. But anyway, it was a good question. I don't know, it's not really a definitive answer there, but you know, kind of gives you a little bit of something. So hope you're doing well. Keep asking good questions, and let me know if this helped you out.